What is good, everybody? What is good? You see where I'm at? Bink it, bink it. I'm at the different spot today. Usually at my normal spot, but you know what I'm saying? This float around to a different spot, so you see where it's at. Tide cleaners, baby. You know where it's at. But just thought I'd jump on here. Hey, what up, T Smooth TV? Hey, hey, you trying to get on? I'm gonna talk to you, T Smooth. But Uh, basically, just want to jump on here right quick. What up, big dog? What up, Gambino? Hey, that shirt getting ready to come to you, Gambino. Just so you know, your shirt is getting ready to come. Give me like a week, and that shirt will be out to you. And we'll talk so I can make sure I got the size and everything. A21 Trading. What up? What up? Just ending the job. About to head to the crib, and I just thought to talk a little bit about this Cowboys Vikings thing. Yeah, I got you, big dog. Appreciate for all your support as well too, as well as everybody else. I just thought I'd jump on here right quick. You know, Dallas, Minnesota. We got the game coming up Sunday, um, and you know, Cowboys 2-7. Just some. I ain't even really doing no keys to the game. My key to the game right now, for real, is this defense. I really want to talk about this defense. Um, yeah, I mean, I feel the good too, Gambino. I'm gonna keep it real. Like when we played the Pittsburgh Steelers, I said the last 2 weeks I'm not tooting my own horn, but I said the last 2 weeks I thought our defense can compete with Philly. I thought our defense could stay with Philly, and I felt like Carson Wentz was going to keep us in the game, and they would keep us in the game with turnovers, and that happened. But we just didn't have no offense. Then in that Pittsburgh game, I definitely felt we could bang with Pittsburgh because I wasn't really scared of their offense. You know, like I said, James Conner was an okay back, and he proved to be regular like I thought he was. 9 carries, I believe, 21 yards. They had no kind of rushing game whatsoever. Um, their offense was not explosive like I thought. They, you know, they threw the ball, but it was more so we couldn't capitalize on things. But I thought we could bang with them, and we did. So we had two impressive defensive outings. Not really so much in the run game against Philly because that little Scott dude ran for like 71 yards. He averaged like 4.7 yards a carry. But this Pittsburgh game, we stopped the run heavily, which was good. But James Conner ain't no damn Dalvin Cook. Let's keep it all the way real. But I still feel good about this game defensively. Yeah. So I'm sitting there thinking like, I'm not scared of Minnesota. I know they got Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson. I made the video about him is playing at a record pace, a rookie record pace. He's Pro Football Focus. He's a second-rated receiver behind just Devontae Adams. We know Devontae Adams is a beast. They still got Kyle Rudolph, whatever the hell his name is, Adam Thielen, who I got in my fantasy. So they got the weapons, but they also got Kirk Cousins, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They also got Kirk Cousins. And like I said yesterday, Kirk Cousins is goofy to me. Yeah, he can throw for like 300 or 400, but Kirk Cousins is goofy. He just don't be scaring me, dog. So I ain't worried about no Kirk Cousins, no matter what the hell he do. I just ain't worried about no damn Kirk Cousins, dog. Um, so, but when I look at our defense, I think our defense can compete with them. We obviously have to stop this run. Obviously, the main focus is going to have to be stopping Dalvin Cook. We're going to have to get them. They got a pretty good backup running back as well, but they're going to have to stop Dalvin Cook. But for some reason, I feel good about this. If you look at the stats, Cowboys are still one of the worst in the league on run defense. I believe they're giving up 157 yards a game rushing. It was, I think, it was up to 171 a few weeks ago, but they got it down. They were the worst run defense in the league. Now they're the 31st. Now they got it down like 20 yards, so that's positivity. But I think the Cowboys are rated like 11th in passing defense. Not really surprised, but they haven't, besides the first few games where Thompson and Worley and them were getting cooked, and look, they settled down. And teams are not throwing a lot of yards, but they've been running for a lot, so that's why they probably haven't been throwing. But they're rated 11th overall in pass defense as well. The Cowboys are. Obviously, still worse in scoring defense, last in the league, I think, with giving up 32 a game. But you know what? They got rid of Poe, was huge. You can see the life change. They got rid of Everson Griffin. I believe that helped as well because you got Randy Gregory back in the fold, and he's going to he's going to continue to get better. And I think he's going to have a good game against these Vikings. Also, Antoine Woods, Chidobe Awuzie came out today and said that, hey, the reason why this defense is playing better is because of Antoine Woods. And I will have to agree. Antoine Woods, I know for sure. What up, Job? What up, Jim Laws, with all my members? Uh, One of the things that I thought Antoine Woods would be better, and because I know he came in with a chip on his shoulder because he felt like he should be starting, he should be playing more, getting these snaps and reps, and it proved to be true. Dante Poe was not that guy that we thought he was going to be, and guess what? Ever since Woods has slid in that starting lineup, he has played very well, and the defensive line has settled down. Nelville, the Gala Monster. We love his young style and energy. We saw a good he played for Pittsburgh, played against Pittsburgh. Hopefully, we'll have another repeat performance. But I believe the more reps he gets, the more he's going to continue to be better. And I think those two are working hand in hand. I really wish we had a Tristan Hill right now, but you don't. I like Justin Hamilton as far as coming in and stealing some reps, as far as clogging that middle up a little bit. They got the cat from Kansas City. I can't remember the dude's name. Keep it all the way real. But I do like that front right there as far as them playing better and playing in a cohesion. Randy Gregory is going to continue to give you that bend off the edge, mixed in with some Alden Smith who can slide on the inside on your passing downs. Tyrone Crawford will be active this game. Y'all know how I feel about Granny Hips, but he had a big block. He also had the sack fumble that got taken back. That was huge in that game. That could have put us over the top. So let me give Crawford props on that. But he still ain't been impressive this whole damn year. But they have been having cohesion. And as well as DeMarcus Lawrence, who I got on probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago on my rant about he's saying he wasn't that top guy. But guess what? He's gotten healthy. He's played better. He's still one of the highest ranked defensive ends per Pro Football Focus. And I know we shouldn't go all on that, but he has been consistent in the run game as usual. He does have good pressures as usual. Just need to get that sack total up. He's got 3 sacks against regular players, so I'd love to see what he can do against this Minnesota front. Get some big sacks, some pressures, and cause some havoc up in there. But the team is getting healthier. Although there was a big blow to Trevin Diggs. Talk about that in one moment. But I like the front line as far as it having more cohesion, having more excitement, having more pressure, getting after it more instead of waiting and getting pushed around. They're making the push. They're getting after the push. There's more of the two-gap system now with Tom Sula and Mike Nolan. Was a more one-gap system with Ron Marinelli, so you got to know your keys. Linebackers got to flow off that. Sean Lee is back, been back. This will be his 3rd game back. We'll see if he gets any significant snaps, but we've seen already how just the mind that he's brought to the field looks like it's settled the defense down as well. It's calmed the defense down. Van Der Esch has been staying healthy. I think he's going to continue to get better. And then let's talk about Jalen Smith right quick because it's been all over the news. Jean-Jacques Taylor, however said the name, basically made an opinion about could this be Jalen's last year post June 1st cut for the Cowboys if he doesn't improve. He's saying that the Cowboys may approach Jalen Smith with a pay cut, and if he doesn't take the pay cut, then they're going to cut him. Possibly cut him. Let me not say they will. This is what he said. Basically, I believe it's his opinion. This is how I feel about Jalen Smith with this. I looked up his salary per what he makes per year, and he's the 18th or 19th paid linebacker in the league. And be honest with y'all, Jalen Smith ain't going nowhere. I don't care what Jacques Taylor just wrote a piece on this. Jalen Smith ain't going nowhere. Jerry Jones ain't coming out on the radio last week and saying this dude is our cornerstone. This dude is our cornerstone. And get them damn likes up, y'all. He's saying he is our cornerstone. And this was a Jerry Jones pick. Do we really think that Jerry Jones is going to cut a Jalen Smith? They just signed him. They just extended him. And he says he's our cornerstone. You really think they're going to cut him post June 1st? No, they're not. They ain't cutting him, dog. Jalen ain't going nowhere. Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe it, Wink. I don't believe it for 1 minute. If nope, I don't believe it. Show me. And if it does happen, okay. But here's my thing with that. I don't believe it is going to happen. I don't believe Jalen Smith is going to get cut because that's a Jerry Jones pick. Jerry Jones picked him. Jerry Jones wanted him. You think Jerry Jones is going to have that feel good story and all that, and then he's going to cut him and after he said he's the cornerstone, and he's going to cut him when knowing he is that guy? I'm the one that picked him. I'm the one that said he's the cornerstone. Now all of a sudden we're going to cut him? I don't believe that, dog. If it happens, okay, I can be wrong, but I don't believe that shit at all. Jerry ain't doing that, especially when he handpicked somebody. When Jerry, I don't believe that new beginning crap. You're still the Joneses in charge of this, Wink. I'm sorry. The Joneses is still in charge of this. Sorry. So I'm just not going to believe that when Jerry puts his hand on something and he picks somebody, it's going to be seen to the very end. And he's young. He's 25. He still has marketability as far as what he's doing in the community and things like that. No, I don't believe that. They're going to look at, you know what? Now, I can tell you right now, I told you Jalen Smith is not that main number one linebacker. He's a secondary linebacker because he's better when he can, like they say, seek and destroy, when he's got to sit there and make the calls or, make the right, hit the right hole, shoot the right gap integrity. He's not doing that all the time. But they're going to look at, he's tops in the leagues in tackles. He's still young. He plays damn near 3 downs on the field. We know about it, but he had drop foot. He came back from drop foot. He's still the feel-good story. I don't see it happening. Maybe they might come at him, but reducing the salary. But why would I think that when they didn't do it with Tyrone Crawford? You got Tyrone Crawford on here. It was probably his last year, and they were talking about in the building making talking about bringing a pay cut, or the agent said with Tyrone Crawford they were going to approach the Cowboys with a pay cut possibly so he could stay on the team. Cowboys didn't even do it. So if the Cowboys ain't reducing Tyrone Crawford's salary, and he's 30-something years old, just came off 2 surgeries, missed all last year, had hip surgeries, and they didn't cut him, and he's making $8 to $9 million a year, they're really going to cut a Jalen Smith who's 25 years old and one of the top people, league top in tackles. They're going to cut him. He's going to be a June 1st cut, and they kept Tyrone Crawford on here for the same amount of money he owed her. And they considered, and Jerry Jones says he's a cornerstone. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. And he's still, like I said, you can grab another linebacker and still keep a Jalen Smith. If they reduce the salary, yeah, but I just don't think Jalen Smith is going nowhere. And I think that's just a story just to be a story. He ain't going nowhere, in my opinion. But as I said before, Joe Thomas, he sat out. He had a wrist injury. He's coming back. So the team is getting healthier. Now, we did mention Trevin Diggs. He just got put on IR. That's a huge blow. We'll see. We'll see if Will McClay flexes more. I don't believe that, man. I don't believe it, dog. Give Will McClay a title of a GM, and then I'll tell you he's gonna flex. As long as he ain't got no title, he ain't flexing shit, in my opinion. You flex more when you got titles. That's when you got more control. But when people still got titles, you ain't flexing nothing, dog. That's just my opinion. You're not flexing nothing when you ain't got no title. No. But when I'm talking about Trevin Diggs, that's a huge blow. They just put him on IR, but it's a good thing Cheeto is coming back. But you know what? The secondary is not the same now with Diggs, in my opinion, because we've seen Jordan, we've seen Anthony Brown, we've seen Cheeto, and I like Cheeto, but Diggs gave the Cowboys that secondary like much like Jordan Lewis did. I feel like his first year gave us that kind of attitude. But he's a super dog with it. I feel like Trevin Diggs gave that secondary the attitude. I don't feel like it's going to be the same with him gone. I don't feel like it is going to be the same. I don't feel like the secondary is going to be the same. I feel like it's going to take a little bit of a drop off because of Trevin Diggs is just a baller and his attitude. It's just something about him. I like that kid. Oh yeah, hey, trust me, I'm not jumping on any of these guys on the secondary. I'm just saying I feel like it's going to drop. Play's going to drop a little bit. But we love to see, hopefully, Bradley and I can get in there. We've been clamoring for Bladder and I to get in there. Uh, Dorrance Armstrong Jr. We heard that's what I'm saying. We heard Jerry Jones talk about he liked how Dorrance Armstrong Jr. was playing. Dude's got like 9 tackles. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't hating on Dorrance Armstrong Jr. But hey ho, $5 holla for my dog, the Lunatic. Go Cowboys! Appreciate the Lunatic. Appreciate you. Salutes. You can keep on donating and getting popping, man. We definitely do appreciate over here on Big Game James page. Anything you can do to help grow the nation does definitely help in these times. So we appreciate that. Um, but what I was saying was, what up at Montana 808? What up with you? But what I was saying is Bradley and I got to get some snaps. I was high on the Dorrance Armstrong Jr. train last year, and he disappointed me. He's not doing anything this year, so I just feel like, you know what? He's only got one more year in the contract, dog. That's not your guy for the future. Bradley and I probably is. You drafted him in the 2020 draft. Dorrance Armstrong Jr. is not probably going to be here, so I don't know why he's still getting these snaps. Put this young rook in there and let him cook. You know what I mean? You ain't got to put him in 5-10 plays, 5-10 snaps. Get him in there, a few plays here and there. It ain't hurting you to take Dorrance Armstrong Jr. snaps because he's not doing anything on the field. So how much worse is it going to hurt you? You can protect Bradley and not just send him on a blitz. You can protect that. Um, I understand, he's not going to take snaps from Alden or Randy, but put him on the left side because he can play on both sides. You know what I mean? He can stand up or he can put his hand in the dirt. So see what you can do on both sides. See what you can do with him in there, because that's your future, maybe. So, but you need to see if that's your future. So get him out there. Also, I like to see. I like to see Rondell Carter. What up, Cowboys fan? Talk, Mr. Rome. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, big dog. But I also like to see this kid, that cat. Yes, Cheeto is legit, but he's not Diggs. But I like Cheeto. I want him to come back. Um, do I think Anai can play linebacker? I don't know if he's more of a rush guy. He's more of a rush in. He probably could drop, but I didn't see a lot of it in college. I don't know if they're going to put him in that space. I would just like to see him just the designated pass rusher. Just rush. But the kid Rondell Carter that we got back, who we got in free agency, I believe, was it James Madison? And he went over to, what up, 43 Flex? I don't know about Cheeto being gone. He's not going to cost a lot of money, so I don't know if him about being gone. But Rondell Carter, he said he wanted to play, went over to the Colts, and he's back over with the Cowboys now. I want to see Rondell Carter, man. I think he could be a player. I don't know where they're going to put him. 3-tech, that's what he really is. And you got Tristan Hills hurt, so he can supplement him. You're missing the 3-tech. Put Rondell Carter in there behind the Gala Monster and see what he can do. I like the Rondell Carter kid, man. He's active. I mean, I think he would have been drafted if it wasn't for this COVID, man. And I think it was a godsend that we got him back from the Colts. I was sad when we lost him to get him back. Now play him. You lost him. You protected him. He's on the active roster. Play him now. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't see no Jalen getting cut for no Cheeto, dog. That's a Jerry Jones pick, man. I don't know. Jerry Jones ain't cutting somebody he picked and endorsed, dog. He ain't doing that. Y'all act like y'all don't know Jerry. Y'all act like y'all don't know the Joneses. And stop talking to me about like Will McClay got the fucking power in there, because he don't. But what was I gonna say? I love to see some Rondell Carter get some good snaps this season. Let's see what he is, because you got a good young front line. We don't know what they are in the future, but you have a good young front in there. Let's see what they can do. And then Reggie Robinson is the other player. With Diggs going out, that opens a spot for a Reggie Robinson. Savion Smith ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely would do a restructure. That could happen. Yeah, it's been in the rumor mill, but I ain't believing rumors, dog. I ain't believing nothing, no rumors when Jerry Jones endorses. I ain't believing rumors when Jerry Jones endorses and personally that was his pick. But I want to see Reggie Robinson. That was their pick. Willem McClay was high on him. They were high on him. They liked his versatility from playing corner to safety. Now, he's got to get in there, man. Get him in there. You know what I'm saying? Get him in there. Like if he's got to start out playing a little bit of special teams, but get him in there. And if he's not transitioning to safety, because I really don't want to see him as safety if he's never really played it in college. He was more of a press corner, and he could play cover three or cover two. You can hide him, but get him some work, man, because you need to see what you have in him. You got 7 weeks left to see what you have in this kid. I know you can go into the future, but Savion Smith ain't it. We saw in that brief little time what Savion Smith did. Savion Smith ain't it. And you didn't draft Savion Smith. You drafted Reggie Robinson. So Reggie Robinson needs to play over some Savion Smith, dog. Now that's just, I know y'all talking about we still have a chance in the playoffs, Cowboys, Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, whatever, whatever. But you still need to see what this young kid can do, man. He's got great size. He's really athletic. He's super aggressive, long arms, and I think he could be a gunner, man. Let's see what this guy can do. So we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, I really think this defense can stay with um, this Vikings offense. I feel like we definitely got a chance, and I feel like if they go ahead and put some stuff on Cook and really get after him, Dallas has a chance to win this game. Now, offensively, I don't even want to talk about that right now because that's a whole damn other story. But if we can get some offense, because it looks like Andy Dalton's going to start again, if we can get some offense and that offensive line can protect a little bit like they did against the Steelers, Dallas definitely has a chance to win this game again. Dallas has a chance to win this game, not again, but Dallas has a chance to win this game. But to me, it's contingent on this defense. What's this defensive front going to do? Are they going to be able to stop Cook? Are they going to be able to put pressure? Need a big game from Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence. Linebackers going to have to play sound football, sound mentally free, mental mistake free football. Jefferson's going to have to be accounted for. Thielen will watch him in the red zone. Thielen and Rudolph watch them in the red zone. What's up, Boo Thang? How you doing? What up, Rue Glock? How you doing? I took it off just for you, Rue, because I knew you were going to say something. Yeah, so but you see it in the back, Rue, though, right? You see it. I took off the shirt this week because I know you was gonna clown, but I got the back for you. Um, Love you, Boo. But what was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought. I gotta get it. Gotta get it some way. But what I was gonna say was that um, Dallas can compete with these Vikings, and we'll see. What happens the rest of this year. Everybody's talking about these draft picks, but I said this could be the year like the 2015 season. Dallas isn't that far away as far as like oblivious of talent. Could only be a couple players you could be right back in it like it was 2015 to 2016 with the draft. But with this draft, we don't know now. You know what I'm saying? It was looking like Dallas wasn't going to win a game the rest of the year, but they can win. And just like my dog Rome said, Danny Dalton might play good against this Vikings defense. This Viking defense isn't great. This Viking defense isn't the Vikings defense of old. Okay, that Viking defense was real formidable a few years back, formidable year in year out. It's good, but it's not great. Just like I thought the Pittsburgh defense was good, but it wasn't great, and I knew you could move the ball on that Pittsburgh defense, and it was true. And it will happen against this Vikings defense. It's not great. So the Cowboys can move the ball. Last two games, I said I wasn't going to talk offense, but damn it, let me just say one thing. Zeke said his hamstring is still a little tight, but it's getting better. But the last two games, you saw Tony Pollard with, 7 carries, 40 yards against Philly, 5-yard average. 9 carries, 57 yards. I'd be like almost 6-yard average carry. Two back-to-back games where you saw how efficient Tony Pollard was. Continue to mix them guys in. I know Zeke is Zeke. We know it is, but Tony got to run. Tony got to run this ball too. You got to figure that out. And then I think just like my dog Rome said, Cowboys football talk. I think Dalton will play better. I think he will play better because I don't think Minnesota is that team. Even though they beat the Bears, Bears don't got no offense. Dallas can't compete with these Vikings and beat them. And I said the Cowboys can sneak out, 2 victories, maybe 3 this year. Who knows? Schedule ain't crazy. Minnesota, Washington, Ravens, Bengals, Eagles, Giants. Those are winnable games, man. Even with the team that Dallas is, as far as being offensively challenged, because you lost your tackles, you lost your franchise quarterback, but these are winnable games. They play football where there's not a lot of mistakes, not a lot of penalties. There's not turnovers in this game. Making good decisions. Dallas could win, and you never know what can happen. Let's keep it all the way real. Do I think they're going to make like a big playoff run or anything like that? No, but Dallas can definitely win some games rest of this year. It's just what it is. And yeah, I know we're talking about Team Tank and people talking about they want to get the high draft pick and whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know what Herm Edwards said: you play to win the game. You know what I'm saying? What up, Rat Pat Mills? Salute to you. Appreciate you, big dog. Um, Cowboys maybe 4-12, maybe we'll see. It'll be like I said, if it's 4-12, Wink, it's gonna be just like the 2015 season when we were 4-12, and we just need a few players. And what happened? You got those few players, and right back at 13-3. So I think this could be the same type of deal if you draft right. And the Cowboys drafts haven't been bad. They haven't been extraordinary. They haven't been bad. They've been pretty decent. So things to look at. But before I bounce off of here, make sure you check in tomorrow. I got my guy, you know we do burgers and blitzes tomorrow. My guy Mike White, and we also got a special guest. It's going to be another three-man show tomorrow. My guy Dalton Miller. He's heavy in the um, he's heavy in the college game. He's heavy. You know, he does 105. I believe he does video. I don't know if he does video for 105, but I know he's affiliated. He does things with 105, 105.3 The Fan. He is a draft guy. He heavily is on the draft, and he's going to be on the show tomorrow. Uh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments while I'm talking to you guys, so I apologize. Make sure you hit that like button too. You got a lot of people, and I see a lot of likes in here, so I definitely appreciate it. If you want to cash app your boy, there's my boo thing right there. If you like to cash app, there's right there. If you like to donate, you can super chat. If you want to become a member, there was the tag right there for it as well. Um, but Dalton Miller, he's a nice up and comer. We've been wanting to get him on the show. I've been wanting to talk to him and get him on the show, and it just happened, just by chance happened to work out. So I think that's going to be a really good show tomorrow. Me, myself, Mike White from Burgers and Blitzes, and Dalton Miller are going to do a three-man show tomorrow on Thursday night. I'm going to be probably talking a lot of draft. I'm going to be doing some studying tonight on draft because I know I got to get myself into it. Um, I usually wait till the end of the year, but with this COVID circumstances, it's time for me to start really getting on that draft. So I'm gonna start doing my draft study now. And tomorrow's my day off, so I'll start getting in my draft stuff and getting my thoughts. But it's gonna be a really good show tomorrow, and I made a post for my members, my deluxe, and my premium members. I'd like to have a show with us guys live. So any of my deluxe or premium members that are able to do a show this Saturday, we'll do more shows, but we're gonna start getting that popping where I got my peoples on there, and we can start doing shows and have some good time. And we can, instead of calling in, you can just talk right here on the show live and see what people got to say. Eric Roy, what's good with you? He said Cowboys fan from Cali. We're gonna shock. I feel you. I don't think it's gonna be a shock. I think we can be. I don't think it's a big shock. BGJ, I've been doing the 21 draft since all season. Good. I got to get on it. Tell you, I'm behind. I got to get on it, but I will definitely do it. I am trying to go to the Senior Bowl as well. Wink. I had almost was able to make it last year, and I didn't. I actually was looking at that today. It's funny you said that because I was looking at today the Senior Bowl, and I'm going to do the process for me getting tickets for the Senior Bowl this year. I barely missed it last year. Doing my stuff for the combine as well, getting my stuff ready for the combine so I can be at the combine again. And I'm definitely going to try to be at that Senior Bowl this year. I missed it last year, but I'm definitely going to be trying to get in that Senior Bowl this year. And training camp, if it's able to have training camp in California, I'm going to be there too. So, I'm going to keep giving y'all the best we can for the Cowboys and for the people. So you just make sure you keep on liking, subscribing, become a member, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're in this feed right now, like this feed. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, like this channel. Um, yeah, for sure. We're definitely gonna have to hook up Wink for sure. Uh, yes, that is Wink um, on Twitter, Jim. So we're gonna get that popping, man. We're gonna have a lot of good things to got going on. Really excited about our show tomorrow. You know how we do Saturday, coming with the final thoughts of me and Boss Cowboys. What up, Golden Heart City 2? What's up with you? How you doing? You know we're gonna have that popping Saturday. We'll see. That's Saturday night. We're gonna try to do our member show Saturday day if you can. Friday we'll see what happens. I'm trying to get a lady on, y'all. Brianna Dix. I talked to her. I talked to Brianna Dix like about a month ago. So I'm gonna try to get a couple people. I'm gonna try to get a lady on Friday. I want to get a lady on in the house. So try to get a lady in the house Friday. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, but appreciate everybody that was in the building. Appreciate all the comments, all the love that you guys showed. I always want to keep on. Thank you guys for that. And we'll see how it goes, y'all. But I appreciate you. Remember, if you'd like to donate, you can before we get off here, super chat it, or you can cash out your boy if you choose at Big Game James, $ Big Game James. Boo thing, I throw it in there right quick. $ Big Game James. There you go. That's Boo thing. She came right on in. Appreciate you, Gambino. Like I said, I'll be getting your shirt out to you next week. All right, and if anybody hasn't got anything that I was supposed to, hit me up so I can get that taken care of. Stuff is starting to happen back good work wise, because you know this COVID really messed a lot of things up. Probably not just for myself, but for a lot of people that COVID threw a big monkey wrench in finances across the board. For a lot of people, you know, we were affected as well. So things are starting to look a little bit better on the up and up. You know, on other things, you know, with my basketball and football getting ready to come up. So just getting back in the groove. So I apologize for anything that's been delayed to my members. But you know, let's keep on doing it, man. Let's keep on grinding. Let's keep on making this thing happen. All right. So I love you guys. We'll be definitely talking soon. Make sure y'all in there deep tomorrow with that our show with Mike White and Dalton Miller. It's going to be a very good show. A lot of draft talk and some things that we can go on. And I'm see if I can try to open up them phone lines tomorrow as well. All right. So appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Boo thing. I'll be talking to you soon. Love you guys. Shout out to the Lunatic for the $5 donation. Really appreciate you as well. And let's go Cowboys, and let's get this victory against Minnesota. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Big Game James, Silver Moon Nation. Peace. I'm out.